Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the LI Sports Network, getting ready for our middle matchup of the night. First varsity game on the slate here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League Monday night here in week number 9. Unbelievable. It's just flying by right now. Northport Huntington Tigers, West Islip Lions set to square off here in the varsity division. As mentioned, our first of 2 varsity games tonight. St. Anthony's Friars and the Connect-Watsonville T-Birds to follow. West Islip entering tonight's contest, coming off their first victory of the season, taking down Pat Med last week 4-2. So they have a 1-7 record, and they want to start rolling, hopefully start a winning streak, taking down the Tigers tonight. Northport Huntington, opposite side. They had been on a bit of a heater, now on a 2-game losing streak, losing a tough one last week to Sachem by a final score of 5-2. And then last night in a extremely hard-fought battle with the KPC Knights that ended with KPC taking away the win in overtime, 4-3. That one was absolutely a treat to watch. If you didn't have a chance to tune into it, possibly go back. It might have been the varsity game of the season so far. It was a phenomenal game between those two sides. But now we're here, Tigers looking to get back into the win column. West Islip want to stay in the win column. Travis Quigley here on the call. Our producer tonight, Magnus Healy, on the camera. Walter Mitchell on the south side. We've got Rowan Loddick and Ryan Brannigan taking you through the freshman and JV games that we had scheduled over there. West Islip wearing the home white uniforms, going left to right, first and third period on your screen. Northport Tigers going to be wearing the navy blues with the gold stripes, going right to left, first and third. Brandon Rossi was set to get the start for the Tigers, but it's going to be Bowden Rudloff as the wrestler came over to the Tiger bench, and Rossi missing that plastic protective piece on the mask. So he's going to head to the locker room and put that on. Bowden Rudloff going to get the start here for the Tigers instead, and you see the referee explaining to the Tigers captains right now, Colin Jackson and JT Caruso, what the situation is and why Rossi can't start this game. So it's Bowden Rudloff getting the start now for the Tigers. And on the opposite side, it is Tyler Sapoff. Tigers 4-4, Lions 1-7. Here we go. Caruso controls the opening faceoff, and he gets moving, drops it back. Caruso leading the side with 14 points here in the early part of this varsity campaign. I say the early part, but realistically, we're almost at the halfway point of the varsity season, which is incredible to think about already. Going to start making plans for our Suffolk County All-Star Night pretty soon. Looking to clear the zone here. Thomas Albertelli's tied up and thrown in front. Pops into the slot. Caruso settling it down, protecting the puck before cycling it low. Scheib down behind the net. It's Shear, skate the stick, now pinned on the wall by Barbieri. Caruso there to help. Lost it in his own skates. Trying to drag it out, poked away, cleared by Nick Albertelli. Lions make a wholesale line change. Tigers start their breakout. Jackson straight up the wall, tucking the shoulder. Forced to the corner by Thompson. Worked up top, Orometer. Little head fake, keeps it on the wall. Wraps it around to the weak side. It's collected by Jose Walter. Walter runs a scissor play, leaves the puck for Sposado. That comes off the pad of Sapoff. Thompson moves it ahead and gets it back now from Grand. He'll put it off the wall. Karpich moves it, touch pass middle, intercepted, played back low by Fifield. Lions trying to get all over it right now. Grandin Fifield on the forecheck. Pierce shovels it back deep. 2 minutes played here in the opening period. Pierce all over it. We got a delayed penalty coming up here. Pierce and Karpich continue to battle, and now we get the stoppage. Holding call coming here. Tigers going to get the first power play of the game. Ray Pierce to the box, 2 for holding. Draw one into the slot. West Islip looking to clear. Sposato holds it in at the blue. Another job kept in. Karpich starts to drive, gets back to the slot, dragging onto the backhand, and he's forced back to the point. Moves it to Sposato, down to the left flank, across the seam. Karpich settles it down. Barbieri on a knee will block it, chips it off the glass, and wheels out. Racing across to slow it down was Kahn. Still a chance here for the Lions, as the shot from Fifield went soaring over the net. Saucer pass ahead for Karpich, 2-on-1 on the power play, slides it over just under the twig of Jose Walter. Walter back to the slot for Karpich. He drags and shoots, stuck under the pad of Tyler Sapoff. We stay 0-0 here, minute 15 left on the penalty to Ray Pierce. Caruso wins it back to Bonacore. D-to-D, it's Sherwood. Sherwood blasts a shot and hits a body in front. West Islip able to get it out. Lamons looking to touch it back for Barbieri. Northport back to neutral ice. It's dumped in by McMahon. Albertelli trying to swipe it from Sherwood. Did enough to slow him down. Now it's dropped for Barbieri. Barbieri driving wide on Caruso. Curls. Takes a bump and is knocked off the puck. Toe drag Caruso, and he's up and out. Caruso shot, hits a stick, and skirts off into the corner. Out to the point, and off the backhand of Sherwood into neutral ice. Caruso walking it in, drop pass. Poke check there from Thompson, and he'll clear. 5 seconds left on the penalty. Back is Pierce, and it's 5-on-5 now. Rudloff looking to go long. Albertelli knocks it down. Can he get a shot off? Nothing clean there, as it was broken up by the back-checking Bonacore. Caruso, touched middle. Chrisman back to Caruso, and Sapoff will make the stop. Back to the point, a little friendly fire as the wrister from Jackson went off the shin pad of Sereno. Tigers dump it back in after it came out. Sapoff wants to send it long. Karpich gloves it down, holding the zone. Shot was blocked. Rebound, they score. Sereno taps in his 6th of the year. It's 1-0 for the Tigers. Sapoff was trying to play it out. Karpich gloves it, gets the shot through. It was initially blocked, but landed right on Sereno's tape, and he taps it in to make it 1-0. 4:44 played before we get that first goal. Sapoff out to leave it for McMahon. McMahon reversed to Barbieri. Barbieri Driving up the boards. Skated through one check. Couldn't skate through the second as it's hinged back to Karpich. Snaps it long. And it's backhanded in by Schmidt. Sapoff out to play it one more time. Around for McMahon. Takes a chop at it. Up to the point, Karpich. Drops it back. Goes right underneath the tape, though, of Sereno. Racing across was Jackson to collect possession. Swings it to Karpich, who rolls back into the middle of the ice. Now for Caruso as the Tigers continue to make a line change here. Caruso up ice with a lot of speed. Drags it through his legs, off onto the backhand. Gretzky curl to the high slot. Broken up by Fifield. Bonacore drives in. Trying to snap it through the seam. Instead, he snapped his stick in half. 3-on-2. That is going to be a couple $100. Caruso off the wall. Numbers here for the Tigers. 2-on-1. Shear drives in. Shot, save. And the rebound swiped away. Caruso knocks it down off the glass. Back for Bonacore. New twig on all. Glove stop for Sapoff. 8:40 to play here in the opening period. Those sticks ain't cheap, man. We'll go left of Sapoff here. Draws one back to Walter, now to the point. Shot from Sposato, hits the Lions logo on Sapoff's jersey. I just saw Brandon Rossi come by with his mask adjusted. In the circle, Lamons pushes it to the boards. Settled down by Albertelli. Swinging it across to Rayo. Just out of reach, but the Lions do clear. Karpich will throw it back cross corner. Thompson settles. Looking for Albertelli. It's picked off by Walter. But puck wouldn't stop bouncing on him. Nick leaves it for Thomas Albertelli. Albertelli with the shot fought off by Bowden Rudloff and goes out of play. Lions win it. Grand behind the net now, battling with Jackson. Turns into a 2-on-2 before it's pushed ahead for Chrisman. Chrisman skating with it. Looking to send it across to Gazzardo. Gazzardo collects, blocker save. Rebound, Chrisman, backdoor try, and Barbieri just gets there in time to take away the pass. Chrisman out to the slot. Sapoff stops it with the paddle and puts the glove over it, taking the whistle. D, that comes off the skates of Sherwood and out of the zone. Grant almost batted that one out of the air. Would have had a break. Slapped back in by Pierce. Rudloff to stop it. Plays it to Sherwood. Whacked around the wall. Barbieri keeps it in. Takes a step to the middle. Pad stop for Rudloff. Jackson off the wall. Barbieri again on the keep in. Knifed away though by Gazzardo, and out of the zone goes Jackson. Pierce on the back check, knocked it off the stick, and Barbieri comes out. Barbieri split through two, but Caruso's there as the backup. Moves it to Bonacore. Bonacore right up the wall. Keeps driving in. And slowed up there by McMahon. Barbieri on the flip. Bonacore stops it up. Over to Karpich. Cycles it deep. Karpich at the red. Quick up. And Gazzardo stopping up. Had it knocked away momentarily by DeBetta. DeBetta looking to clear on the second chance. Elects to get the feet moving, slides it through for Fifield, who redirects it to the corner. Fifield and Bonacore takes the puck. Bonacore continues to drive. Curling and dragging back for Caruso. Caruso with a couple defenders on. Stick handling in the phone booth before it's finally taken away. But Caruso's all over it, earns it back, and going to the net, going 5-hole. Sapov keeps it out. JT Caruso showing off the mitts there. One across to Thompson. Thompson's pass picked by Caruso at the red. He's forced back into his own zone before sending a pass over to Sposato. Into neutral ice for Shear and across to Karpich. Karpich regroups. Pierce is the first forechecker. 5:25 to go in the opening period. Redirected in by Orometer. Gets on it. Chasing back is Thompson. Orometer will take a bump from Spencer Jordan. Thompson off the glass, not out. Sposato holds it, settles it down. His shot deflected by Shear into the corner. Back up top for Karpich. Walks, hits Caruso with a pass that went off the skate. Karpich will keep it in. Back to Caruso, who whacks it to the corner. And that time, Karpich unable to hold the zone. Cross to Shear, skips over his stick. Jordan trying to race off and get a change for the Lions. Albertelli smartly waited till he was on the bench so they didn't get called for too many on the ice. Sposato across to Caruso. Swivel in the hips, going back. A backhand try for Shear was blocked. Sposato knocks it down, holding it in. Now with Caruso, back for Sposato. Waiting for traffic in front. Slides a pass instead for Sherwood, got blocked. Sposato gets it back, that's deflected, Sapov save. It's cleared but held by Caruso. He's shooting for a stick, toe stop for Sapov one more time. A third stop with the glove. That one pushed in behind the net. Tigers humming on this shift, keeping the Lions hemmed in. It's Caruso at the point, one more time, switches spots with Sherwood. A toe drag, cuts through two. Looking to go across, Lamon's got a piece, Sherwood keeps it in. Shot goes wide, hits the back wall. Thompson's trying to get it out, he'll take the icing here. 3:43 left in the first period. It was a phenomenal shift right there from Northport Huntington. Unable to find the back of the net though. Make sure you stick with us during the first intermission as we have a new feature here on LI Sports Network. Our top 10 plays of the week. It'll be featured, we'll show 10 through 6 during the first intermission, 5 through 1 during the second intermission. So make sure you stick with us. See if you're featured on last week's top 10 plays of the week. Icing called. Got to give a big thanks to our current cameraman here, Wally Mitchell, putting that together with his phenomenal creative and editing skills. It's dug out after the face-off by McMahon, who will continue to skate down the sheet before chipping it down and being bumped to the ice by Jackson. Walter drops it back for Karpich. Return to Walter now. Trying to leave it on the boards. And Kahn stretches it to Karpich, receives the pass through his legs, gets a break, backhand try, squeaked through but went wide. And now a stretch pass to Albertelli, a breakaway, but it just goes off the stick, and Rudloff comes out, flips it over him, delayed offside on West Islip. Smart play by the Tendy, Bowden Rudloff, to come out and play that puck. Kahn's over the blue. Snaps a shot off the outside of the net. 2:30 to go in the first. Cross to Albertelli. Able to get it into the Tiger zone. Heads off for a change. Jackson snaps it to Karpich. Karpich starts to get the wheels turning. Splits through the D. Toe drag shot is blocked by Thompson. And Thompson had a chance to skate. Good angle from Kahn, which just forced Thompson to chip it out instead of trying for the rush. Put into the penalty box by Jackson. Face-off going to go back into the Tiger zone. Right of Rudloff, draws one to Bonacore. Trying to go D to D. It hits the back of the net. Out to the slot. Rudloff there to cover quick. Fifield wins it. Pierce off target with the slap shot. Racing over and holding the line was Rayo. Bonacore, D to D for Sposato. Backhanded up to Gazzardo, but skipped over his stick. Thompson there first. Weak side wrap to Albertelli. Got a piece and it comes out to neutral ice. Fifield in a foot race and won it over Sereno, but couldn't maintain possession of the puck. Bonacore playing it across for Gazzardo, was out of his reach. Thompson off the glass and back out to neutral ice. Bonacore regroups. Sposato now. Weaving through the zone. Trying to get some offense here as we enter the final minute. Bonacore lost it in his skates, and Fifield kicks it into the Tiger zone. Puts it behind the net of Rudloff. Albertelli there to help. Out to the slot. One-timer! Rudloff makes a beautiful kick save. Barbieri now dragging through. Takes it behind the net, trying to wrap around. Out for Albertelli. Rudloff with another stop. We're going to take a look at that save out in front. Great job by the Lions here on the forecheck, as it's Thomas Albertelli centering the pass, and Rudloff read it perfectly, getting over to make the save on the one-timer. It's a good opportunity for Fifield there. 35 seconds left. From the point, glove stop for Rudloff. 30 seconds to go. Karpich off the wall and coming down the sheet, tucking the shoulder, sheer. Barbieri slows him up, forced him to the corner. Tied up on the boards. Both sides trying to dig it free with 15 to go. Barbieri with a big check thrown there. Pops to the point. Caruso keeps it in. Shot saved by Sapoff, kicking that rebound hard to the wall. 3 seconds left and just held on the boards. That'll do it for the first 15. 1-0 lead for the Northport Huntington Tigers off the goal from Lucas Sereno. Stick with us. 10 through 6 coming up now. McMahon flips it up the boards. They shoot. They score!
And right now, that team's been the Friars. So if the Cougars want to pull off an upset, that means possession. That shot, they score!
Back and forth he goes, dangling the puck. As now Minardi has it. Minardi will take it through the slot, stop short. Back up top to the blue line, send it back down low. Rebounded, out in front, Minardi with it now. 360 with a pad save.
At least 6 or 7, if not more, shots. Here's Scotty, odd man rush, 2-on-1 developing. Scotty scores!
And now it's going to be a chance here. Breakaway, Panicia to the backhand. He scores! Plays 10 through 6 from last week. As you saw, featuring a player in this game, Thomas Albertelli had the number 10 play on a goal of his. We're going to roll out 5 through 1 from last week during the second intermission. Make sure you stick with us. Stay tuned. See who was part of that, who had the number 1 play from last week. New feature here on LISN. Happy to roll that out for you guys here during the intermissions, and we'll roll it out on social media as well. Speaking of social media, make sure you follow us on social media. Subscribe on YouTube. Don't miss a second of the action. Every Suffolk County High School Hockey League, developmental to varsity, we got it all. All-Star game in December, we got it right here. You want to watch some of the local colleges play? LISN. We have it all right here. Make sure you follow us on social media and hit subscribe on YouTube. Second period's a go here. 1-0 for the Tigers over West Islip, and they will control the opening faceoff. It's forced into the zone, back behind Barbieri. Out in front, redirection, just wide. Great opportunity there for the Tigers as they were looking to get their second early. Back comes Barbieri, unable to get past Bonacore, looking to slither through. Played back up the same side wall. Barbieri hustles back to the point to keep it in. Looking back post, and a stick lift from Colin Jackson. Now from the point, save made. As we did have the netminder change, as Brandon Rossi now between the pipes for the Northport Huntington Tigers. Bonacore in. The right-hand defenseman on the left side to the slot. Kick save for Sapoff on Aramoner. Caruso flips it across to Bonacore. Evaluating the options. Now hits Caruso in the bumper spot. Another stop for Sapoff. Caruso racing over, couldn't hold the line. Retreats back to his own zone before saucing one to Bonacore, but jumped over his stick. Dump in on Rossi. Took a really big hop, but he was able to stay in front of it, keep it out. And now a long stretch to Caruso. Stops up, has numbers. Puts it cross corner to Kahn. Kahn able to beat 2 defenders off the wall, and Sapoff standing tall, making the save there. Pushed back to Karpich, to Caruso in the slot over the twig. Walter back for Sherwood. Sherwood blasts it through traffic, but wide. A lot of heat on that one. It's Karpich now, back to the point and over to Sherwood. Walks and shoots. That generates a rebound. Popped right to Caruso, but he could not get the second chance to go. Slid to Caruso. Quickly backhand forehand. Another stop for Sapoff. Up to the point, Pierce read it and clears. We've known that Tyler Sapoff has been one of the top goalies in the varsity division for a little bit now. As he had a phenomenal campaign last year as part of the All-Star game. Won the goalie challenge in the skills competition, shutting down his peers, and then also shutting down the college shooters that we had here. As that one's deflected, Rossi fights it off. Another save made by Rossi. He'll cover it up. Still 1-0 here. Little under 3 minutes played in the middle period. Again, we got Friars T-Birds coming up next. Out to the slot and taken right out of the zone by Scheib. McMahon. Turning up ice is DeBetta, leaves it outside to Barbieri. Barbieri continues to wheel. Goes to the point. McMahon's shot is blocked by Shear. Barbieri there to take possession back. Splits through entering the zone, but West Islip are offside. New forward line out for Northport Huntington here. Kahn and Spencer Jordan take the face-off. Swung back and it comes out of the zone. It'll be a foot race. Rossi gonna come out and play it. Whacked into the zone and Lions clear right away. Tigers looking to skate it back in. Nice sweeping poke from McMahon. That shot is gloved by Sapoff. Takes another stoppage here. D-to-D pass to Bonacore. Bonacore's try was blocked. Flipped off the glass, not out. Across to Bonacore one more time. Joey Bonacore, that's blocked. Kept in this time by Karpich. Karpich starts to walk the net. Swiped away by Pierce, clearing the zone. Bonacore settles it down. Under Caruso's stick to Karpich. Bonacore will wheel. Numbers here for the Tigers. 4-on-2 on the zone entry. Bonacore to the corner. And the pass is blocked. In the way was Thompson. That's put off the wall. It's Caruso curling the line. Through the seam for Bonacore. Bonacore back across to Karpich. Rings it off the iron. Great passing from the Tigers. Karpich was oh so close. Bonacore back for Caruso on the scissor play. Caruso moves it low. Crispin trying to work a give and go. Caruso's forced back behind the net. Hits Karpich. Works to the high slot. That goes off a stick and wide. Pierce just fires it all the way down. Rossi lets it go. Icing called. Albertelli won the draw, and a quick stretch pass hits Barbieri, and Barbieri is going to spring ahead on a break. Barbieri to his backhand. He scores! James Barbieri ties this game up at 1. No Kieran Pollard. You're looking for the West Islip Lions X Factor. It's that guy right there, number 2, James Barbieri. Of course, not counting Sapoff between the pipes, but Barbieri, great speed right there. Beautiful backhand forehand move. And he's able to slide it past Rossi to tie it up for the Lions. A lot of momentum for this West Islip side coming off that win over the Raiders last week. And it seems like that victory has really sparked life into this team. They've got a lot of jump. As it's one back, Jackson shoots, stick save. A lot of jump for these Lions. You can see that those first couple of losses, they really woke this team up and lit a fire under them as Sapoff will make another stop from the point. And this West Islip side has had a whole new level of urgency to their game over the last 2 weeks. 1-1 right now with Northport, 8:45 to go in the second period. Lucas Serino, the lone goal scorer for the Tigers, back in the first, and James Barbieri just tying it up right now, the goal scorer for the West Islip Lions. Chipped off the wall for Pierce. Pierce moves it to Grand. Grand cutting in, shoots, he scores! Jonathan Grand gives West Islip a 2-1 lead with 8:35 to play in the second. All starts with the breakout off the boards and out. Pierce. Pass was into the skates of Grand, but a beautiful job recovering it. And just that extra head fake while stepping to the outside did enough to fool Brandon Rossi, and the low shot beats him. Going back the other way, it's 2-1 now for West Islip. Goes under the stick of Sherwood. Out to play, it's Sapoff. That was blocked and ends up behind the net. Took a really funny hop there. Off the glass and out as Karpich will settle down. Karpich moves it over. Entering the zone and knocked off the puck was Kahn. And here comes Grand, our most recent goal scorer. One-on-one, Grand shoots. And Rossi, beautiful job sticking that one into the netting out of play. Tigers possess, but stepping up on it and keeping it in was McMahon. A stretch pass. McMahon holds the zone one more time. And a second time able to do it. 2 right in a row in that sequence. 3 in total. All in about 15 seconds. Barbieri with the keep in this time. Back down the boards. Now it's chopped out. Tigers looking for a response as it's Barbieri off the wall. Squirts back to DeBetta, who will slide it D-to-D for McMahon. McMahon moves it ahead. It's jumped by Karpich. Karpich into the zone wide, taking it to the net. He shoots. He scores! Pop that bottle. Owen Karpich, 2-2. What a snipe from Karpich. Forces the turnover, drives in wide, and puts it short side. Sends the bottle flying, ties it up at 2. West Islip take it after the Tigers won the face-off. In is McMahon. It's blocked by Sherwood. McMahon collects his own rebound behind the net, pinned on the wall by Sherwood. Caruso drops down to take it and is out of the zone with it. Caruso shoots short side, just wide. Tigers regrouping. Bonacore around. Nobody home, so it comes to the red line, and McMahon swings it back for Barbieri. Barbieri had it swiped away by Shear, almost turned it into a breakaway. It was Aiden Shear. Barbieri retreats back and recovers. Drops it for Lammons. Lammons will slide it low. Albertelli there. It's Thomas looking for Nick. And it was sticked away, Bonacore. Bonacore for Caruso. Caruso dragging wide around Rayo. Drops it back for Shear. Shear collects on the forehand. Save made. Played back into the slot. Caruso collects, turns and shoots. He scores! Tigers are back in front. Caruso makes it 3-2. On the delayed penalty, the Tigers just kept buzzing. Shear into the slot. It redirects right to Caruso, who just spins and fires. And it slips past Sapoff and in. Tenth of the year for JT. What a back and forth we've had here in this second period as the Tigers looking to get a 2-goal lead here. Karpich to the net off the stick of Thompson for West Islip, who got it to the corner. Jackson gloves it down, keeping it in the zone, battling with Grand. Into the slot, off the skate of Sapoff. Kahn collects, back in front, and the backhander goes wide for a Romaner. Karpich racing over, couldn't keep it in. And Pierce will whack it off his stick. Pierce and Karpich driving after the puck. And they both go driving into the boards. Back with Karpich. Jackson skating out over the blue. Jackson looking back door. One-handed at the net, hits the outside. Up top, and the shot from Karpich ramps up a stick and goes out of play. 4:45 to go in the second period. 3-2 lead here for Northport. Caruso's goal, the difference maker. It was 1-0 after the first. West Islip with 2 goals in 35 seconds. Karpich responded a minute and 14 later. And then Caruso made it 3-2 a minute and a half after that. Still free before Sapoff finds it and covers. Great game we're having here between West Islip and Northport. West Islip possess, and it's swung around to Barbieri. He's going to be forced back behind his own net. Crispin takes it away. Works it to the point for Karpich. Across to Jackson. Jackson skates in. That shot's redirected. Sapoff took it off the shoulder. Rimming it to the weak side, Fifield. DeBetta there. Blocks it once, blocks it a second time. Continues to battle with Karpich. To the goal line. Scheib up top for Sereno, just overskated it. DeBetta with it, moves it across, and McMahon will have room to skate. Backhands it in, continues as the first forechecker. Around to DeBetta. DeBetta goes back for McMahon. He's got some space behind. Hits Fifield, trying a quick shovel shot, and didn't get much on it. Pierce keeps it in though. Pierce couldn't knock that one down. And off to the races goes Chrisman. Stops up under the triangle of Pierce. Across, one-timer Sposato off the back wall. Barbieri there. Takes a bump from Caruso. Caruso stays on the puck. And Barbieri sees a lane to skate, gonna take it. Trying to split through. Sweeping poke from Patrick Schmidt. Pierce across to McMahon. McMahon takes a big hit from Schmidt. Stretch pass for Caruso. over the line. Drops it back. Bonacore. Pierce is there to take it away. Lions clear. Sweeping it out was Fifield. Sposato takes a bump from Jordan. Settling it down is Thompson. 2:30 to go. Thompson, blown tire in the corner. Schmidt takes the puck away. Schmidt looking back door. Walter couldn't settle it down. Spencer Jordan clears the zone. Won't be an icing as the puck rolls up on edge. Sposato will collect. Moves it to Jose Walter. Walter cuts in over the blue line. Takes it to the hash. Hits Caruso. Hits the glass. Bonacore off the wall. Shear. All the way across for Sposato. Shooting for the rebound. Great job by Sapoff kicking that far away. Shear moves it back low. He'll settle it down on the clearing attempt. It's Caruso who's forced out to neutral ice. To Sposato. Back over to Bonacore. Redirects it and gets on the attack. Looking back middle. And his pass doesn't find a home. Comes back into the Tiger zone. Walter. Right-hand side to Sposato. Battling with Fifield. Thompson steps up on it. Puts it back into the Tiger zone. Here comes Caruso now, moving it to Shear. Getting it back from Caruso. Caruso's in. Saved by Sapoff. Hacked out of the zone. And we'll get a stoppage here. We're going to get a penalty called on Northport for too many skaters on the ice. Lions are going to go on the power play here with exactly 1:01 remaining in period 2. Can West Islip capitalize and tie this game up before the end of the frame? Reminder, we've got plays 5 through 1 from last week coming up during the second intermission. Tigers clear to start the PK. Sapoff will come out and leave it for Barbieri. Barbieri looks to go. Makes a head fake. Kahn almost forcing it off the stick, but Barbieri does a nice job protecting the puck. Trying to walk through the middle, and he's knocked down. Lions can't keep it in. And now a shorthanded breakaway for Justin Kahn. He's in to the backhand. Toe save, Sapoff. What a beautiful stop right there. Back come the Lions. Trying to clear. His move to Kahn. Kahn one-on-one with Grand. Under the triangle, forced to the corner. He'll roll the circle now. Kahn still with the puck. Finds a lane. Stick save. 5 to go. Barbieri settles it down and will likely just hold on to this and kill the time. He does. Second period's closed. 3-2, Tigers in the lead. Don't go anywhere. Plays 5 through 1 from last week coming up right now.
Dano to Nasta. Nasta around light. Into the zone, Nasta. Another move. Stays with it. Nasta scores! Tie!
The wheel. Fisher couldn't get around Resinello. And Resinello in with LaFada. Resinello shoots. He scores!
They'll go back for DiPietro. That's on to Loeb. Loeb over the line, nice move. Lost the handle, it still worked out in front. They scored.
By Sherwood. Sherwood has it come off his stick. Spun by Crispin. Crispin to Karpowicz. Nice move. Karpowicz scores! Walter skating back to his Solombo. Gets it first. Pace centering pass. Saunders. Shut down by Rudloff. What a save!
Third period, Lions on the power play, looking to tie this game up. They had a 2-1 lead. Northport went up 1-0 after the first. Lions scored 2 goals in 35 seconds to take a 2-1 advantage, but the Tigers answered very rapidly with 2 of their own to go up 3-2. West Islip want to make it 2 wins in a row. Tigers are on a 2-game losing streak, want to get back in the win column. Barbieri over the line. Plays it across. It's going to kick off the wall to McMahon. McMahon settles it down. He'll go to the goal line. Albertelli. Back for McMahon, but fanned on the pass. Gets a piece of the stick of Caruso to hold it in. McMahon's shot, though, broken up by Caruso. And now a stretch. Caruso driving in shorthanded. Backdoor try. What a glove save! Tyler Sapoff. Incredible! We will see this on highlight reels for a while. Tyler Sapoff, tip your cap to him. What a glove save. It's 5-on-5 here. Comes off a skate and taken away by Albertelli now. Albertelli will backhand it in. Collected by DeBetta. DeBetta drags. Shot was blocked. Still battling for it. And it's kicked ahead by Karpich. Karpich going wide. Broken up as it's blocked by Thompson. Still in the corner. The battle continues. Slid out for Serino, the first goal scorer of tonight's contest. Serino, Karpich, and Caruso for the Tigers. For West Islip, it's Barbieri and Grand, the goal scorers. Bonacore circles back, evaluating his options. Joey Bonacore looking for Chrisman, missed his stick. Icing, though, was waved as it split the 2 Lions defenders. Sapoff trying to go long. Don't believe it came off a glove, and we'll get an icing on West Islip. 12:54 to go here in the third. It's been a great game between the Tigers and the Lions. No Bears. Spinning shot from Kahn, kicked away by Sapoff. Stretch pass is Allen will flip it in on goal. Rossi just steers it to the corner. Allen playing the body on Sposato. Pass to the point. Thompson on the keep in, but bounced a little bit too hard off the stick, but does a nice job holding the line one more time. Now the Tigers are able to force it out. Kahn continues to drive his feet into the zone. Offside is called. Behind the net, it's Bonacore posting up. Getting set to skate, cuts out the right side, and is buzzing down the sheet. Bonacore to Shear, goes through his skates. Gazzardo hammers it low. Stick lifted by Jordan, and Jordan slides it across to Barbieri. Barbieri in with speed, cutting back to the middle. Trying to get it onto the forehand, forced to the corner. Takes a hard check from Sposato, draws a penalty, and West Islip will go back on the power play here. One into the slot. Grand trying to drop it behind the back. Held in. Nice job by McMahon at the blue. It's Albertelli. Defended by Karpich. Caruso joins for the Tigers. McMahon pinching to keep it in. Caruso knocked down by Albertelli. Karpich will clear the zone. Sapoff out. Dishes to Barbieri. Barbieri starts to skate. Gets over the blue, stops up, moves it across to Pierce. Pierce gets a shot on that. Rossi will turn aside, and the Tigers get it out. Barbieri to Pierce. Pierce enters and fires. Rossi makes the save. Blocks the clearing attempt. Now it's Grand trying to keep it deep. Kicking at it, Caruso trying to work it out of the zone. He does. Beautiful job by the Tigers captain. Barbieri to Grand. Grand curls off the wall to Barbieri. He'll shoot, just missed. McMahon pinches. Trying to go low, Karpich will jump it. Owen Karpich out of the zone. It'll be a one-on-one now. Sapoff will make the save. Takes the whistle. One into the slot, and DeBetta skates it right out. Chipped it past Sherwood, who got there first and spun it back to neutral ice. Now it's over to Thompson on the left side. Thompson trying to deke around Bonacore, slowed him down. Out front, Albertelli's try was blocked by Sherwood. Chipped past Thompson. And Shear racing across to collect. Shear driving in, toe drag, backhand save, rebound, poked at, Sapoff, didn't stop it on the line, they score! Serino's gonna get his second of the night on the rebound, shorthanded to make it 4-2. Great move by Shear, the backhander generated the rebound. And Serino came across, just got a piece. Second of the game for Serino. Gives Northport the 2-goal lead with 9:50 left in regulation. Shorthanded goal for Serino. Puck dumped in, Sapoff out to play it, back to 5-on-5. Around for Albertelli, goes through the middle, and stolen away by Orometer, kept in. Orometer, snapshot, hits the wall. Albertelli trying to clear. Bonacore on the keep in that time. Sapoff will take another whistle. Trying to go forward, Serino right to the net. Barbieri there though to break it up. Barbieri skating with it, splitting through. Orometer takes it away. Now it's with Shear back to Bonacore. Bonacore's pass off the skate of McCann. Barbieri weaving through a couple. Shot rolled up on him, hits the glass behind the net. And the second attempt from McCann went wide. Carter steps into one, save, rebound, another stop, Rossi. 2 stops in a row with the pad as he's able to keep it out right on the line. Barbieri taken away by Shear. Sapoff keeps it moving. Lamon's trying to play it to the weak side. Jackson steps, knocked down by McCann. He's going to get called for a penalty here. McCann to the box. Power play here for Northport, and an opportunity to make this a 3-goal game, try to put West Islip out of it. If West Islip can get through this penalty kill, they can use it as momentum to try to battle back the rest of the way. 8:24 to go in regulation. Shot one. Save, rebound, goes off the outside of the net, still jabbing at it as Sapoff trying to hug the post. We get the whistle. Sapoff was able to trap that puck under the blocker. Pushed back to Jackson. Jackson to the left flank, it's Kahn. Saves Sapoff, keeps it tight. One back, swung to Karpich, now to Jackson. Jackson walks and fires. Left pad save for Sapoff. Back for Jackson, over. It's Kahn. Another stop for Tyler Sapoff. Saw that one the whole way. Reminder, we got one more game tonight, Friars T-Birds in the varsity division. Back for Jackson, a walk to the middle. Save Sapoff, rebound still there, they score! Hat-trick goal, Lucas Sereno on the power play. 5-2 Tigers. Just a beautiful job here by Jackson, walking the line at the point. And a great low shot to generate the rebound, and Sereno is there, ready with the stick down. And just like the first two, Barry's on the rebound to complete the hat trick. Dumped in with 7.5 remaining. Shive drops it back for Sposato. That one's knocked down. Caruso throws it back in front. Comes to the point now and whacked low by Sherwood all the way around. Thompson was trying to chip it off the wall for Grant. It comes back to Thompson. Goes up the same side. Sposato stops it with the skates. Initial try blocked. Pops right to Sereno. And Sapoff puts it beneath the goal line. Caruso collects. He'll turn and fire. Friendly fire hitting Sereno. Played across. Caruso takes it away. JT Caruso in. Toe drag. What a move. To the forehand. He scores! Highlight reel goal for JT Caruso. It's 6-2. What a goal from Caruso right here. Dropping it through the skates, backhand to his forehand around the poke check of Sapoff, and is able to flip it just past him. 4-goal lead now for the Tigers, who have really turned up their game in the third. Stretch pass. It's Nick Albertelli. Takes a snapshot. It's gloved. Rossi played it out, but the whistle was blown. Barbieri's shot blocked. Walter trying to get it out. One hands it to Karpich, and Karpich moves north. Across to Walter, who takes it off the boards. And Barbieri knocks him off the puck. Karpich back to the point, it'll come all the way out. Rossi will go to the corner and play it. Tried to leave it for Gazzardo. Turnover forced Albertelli's shot was stopped by Rossi. Lamons couldn't get there in time for the rebound. Karpich enters the zone offside. 6-2 with 5:45 to go. Travis Quigley here on the call. Magnus Healy, our producer. Wally Mitchell on the camera. It's a varsity matchup between Northport Huntington and the West Islip Lions. Tigers win the draw. It's flipped in by Karpich. Northport looking to get up to 12 points and get above 500, back above 500, I should say. Trying to hold on for the final 5:30 as Lamons, DNC, dump and chase. Out to the slot, backhand try, save, rebound, and a second one for Rossi. And now some extracurriculars coming off the crease. I think we're gonna have a couple of penalties called here. I believe the initial call was going to go on the Tigers. And we got both Albertellis going to the box right now. Karpich is going to the box for Northport Huntington. It's going to be a power play for the Tigers. Tied up in the circle, and Barbieri will possess for West Islip. Clearing attempt held by Bonacore on the backhand. Rolls to the boards, floats one on goal. It's Sapoff. Will save and take the whistle. Shot off the glove of Sapoff by Orometer. McMahon off the glass and out. Rossi will play it, leaving it for Bonacore. Bonacore leading the breakout. Up the right-hand side, Joey Bonacore. Drop pass, sheer, pad save, rebound is fired 200 feet by Barbieri. Jackson. Dragging wide. Takes it around the net. Minute left on the power play. Back for Bonacore. Slides it to Shear. Shear goes low for Orometer. Return to Shear. Shot is blocked. And off to the races is Jack Fifield. It's a shorthanded break for Fifield. Punched away by Rossi. Now here comes Kahn. Kahn's over the line, continuing wide. Thompson with the sweeping poke to knock it away. Gloves it out of the air, now looking to clear. Shoveled back into the middle, Aramoner takes it. Shear off the back wall, back across to Aramoner. Save Sapoff. Into the slot. Whacking at it, Thompson. Sherwood holds it with a big slap shot. Rebound generated, Shear scores! Once again on the power play, it's Northport Huntington and Aiden Shear making it 7-2. Big wind-up from Sherwood. And the Tigers just swarming the front of the net there, making it difficult on Sapoff. And Shear able to shovel it over his glove hand. Another power play goal for the Tigers. 3:27 remaining. Chrisman wide, takes a bump from Casino. Thompson looking to get it out, and he gets checked by Chrisman. Walters back to get the puck, slides it across to Sposato, now to Chrisman. Going right through the middle of the ice. Chrisman continuing wide, forced behind. Thompson and Gazzardo battle now. Gazzardo wins that, up to the point. Shot blocked. Foot race now. Poked ahead, and we got a penalty called. Looks like McCann and Sposato are being shown the exit door here. .240 to go. Looks like it will be a power play for the West Islip Lions. Sposato 2 for roughing, 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct, so that's why he was showing the door. And McCann's just going in for the 10-minute. Off the glass, out to Barbieri, moves it to McCann. Pardon me, McMahon, and back to Barbieri. Cuts into the zone. Shot fought off by Rossi, goes out of play. Going forward, Grand. Whacks it to the middle. Karpich slides, blocks the pass. Grand recovers. Cross point for Barbieri. Left flank, Lamons. Lamons to McMahon. Shot deflected down. And then pushed to the corner by Lamons for Albertelli. Trying to go low for Grand. 2 minutes remaining in the contest. Off the glass and out. Sapoff leaves it for Barbieri. Barbieri looking to go coast to coast here. Splits through the first two. Got another defender to beat, but Karpich knocks it away. Recovered to the slot for Grand. Save made. Rossi with the glove. Left of Rossi for the faceoff. Backhanded at that by Lemons, and Jackson there, rims it around. Barbieri on the keep. Lemons back to Barbieri. Snaps a shot, he scores! Barbieri gets his second of the night on the power play. Cuts the lead to 4 for the Tigers. Great job by Barbieri there. Lemons drops it right back to him and takes a quick thought about moving it D to D. Instead sees the traffic in front provided by Grand. Rossi didn't see the shot coming in, and he gets beat on the short side. 7-3 now. Spun out front, and it was blocked by McMahon. Moves it to Carter. Carter couldn't chip it past Bonacore. He'll walk the line. Bonacore slides it across. Backdoor try. They score. Schmidt taps it in. Tic-tac-toe to make it 8-3 and get it back for the Tigers. Beautiful passing right here. All starts with Joey Bonacore. Slides it across to Shear, and no problem there for Schmidt. All he had to do was get a decent piece of it, which he did. 8-3 now. 5-goal lead is restored. Thrown at the net by Fifield. And that's covered up. Draw one back. Initial try blocked. And goes to the corner. 40 seconds to go. Poked out. Thompson settles it. Retreating with Shive, pressuring. Moves it over to Rayo. Off the wall for Carter. Into the middle of the ice to Jamie Allen. Allen dragging. Can't get a shot off. Knocked to the ice by Sherwood. Carter races over. Unable to hold it at the line. Shive takes a check from Allen. We got a penalty called here on the Tigers with just 12 seconds left. Sereno sitting on the hat trick, gets called for elbowing. There's 12 seconds to go. Grand looking to go forward. Gets it back to the slot for Allen. Can't get a shot off. Broken up by Sherwood. Grand to the point. McMahon walks across to Barbieri. He'll fire just wide. Rebound. Stopped up, and that will do it. Barbieri inches away from getting a hat trick of his own. Instead, this game will end by a final score of 8-3. Tigers get back in the win column and go back above 500 after dropping 2 straight, picking up the big win tonight after that OT loss to KPC last night. Lions, after their victory over the Raiders last week, fall back to the L column, but I think there's a lot of positive takeaways for West Islip in tonight's contest. When they go back and watch the film, I think they're going to be very happy with their effort and output. The scoreline definitely does not reflect how a majority of this game was played. Lions, they're going to have an opportunity pretty quickly to get back on the horse and try to get back in the win column, as we've got a nice rivalry game coming up on Sunday, November 16th at 7:50 p.m. between West Islip and East Islip. For the Tigers, they are back in action next Wednesday, November 19th. 9:20 game, taking on the Middle Country Cougars. 8-3 the final between Northport and West Islip. One more game to go tonight. Friars, T-Birds coming up next. On behalf of Wally Mitchell and Magnus Healy, I'm Travis Quigley. Hope you all have a great rest of the night, and as always, we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.